Yeah, change it into something amazing, yeah. Oh, you are a dryer of my tears. Oh, and your perfect love casts out all fear. Yeah, yeah, you're all I need. All I need is you. My protection, my direction. Oh, the giver of life, peace, and joy. Oh, when man says no, you say yes. All I need. Yeah, yeah. When I wanna let go, you help me hold on. When I can't figure it out, you direct my footsteps. And when I'm too tired, you will give me rest. Yeah. Ooh, all I need. You're the one who keeps making ways for me. I need sure to keep your promises. Oh, oh, oh. The righteous cry out, and the Lord, He hears them and delivers them from all their troubles. He is all you need.
Middle Georgia. Will you help the WDDO 980 AM family welcome to our Glory Weekly lineup, All of a Sudden, with Brenda Sutton as host. Join All of a Sudden every Monday from 5:30 until 6:30 and tune in and be inspired on 980 AM WDDO. All of a Sudden, 980 WDDO.
Hey everybody, this is Dottie Peoples. When I was hit by a tractor trailer on 285, I immediately called 1-800-INJURED, the Bethune Law Firm. And attorney Terrence Bethune said, "Don't worry, Dottie, I got this. If you're ever in a car accident, call 1-800-INJURED, Bethune Law Firm, and they'll tell you too. Oh! I got this.
This is Attorney Bethune of Bethune Law Firm. For over 25 years, my law firm has been helping injured victims in matters of wrongful death, tractor-trailer accidents, and car accidents. We're conveniently located at 2357 Pine Avenue. Remember, after a car wreck, call 1-800-INJURED, the Bethune Law Firm, to get you a big check.
Oh! I got this.
Macon and Middle Georgia. WDDO, The Glory 980 AM, and Middle Georgia Informer newspaper has partnered together to bring you a one-stop media buying experience. Call them today at 478-501-0408 or 678-800-3976. They're here to support businesses, churches, and your ministries to maintain your operation during COVID-19. Give them a call today.
All right. Good afternoon, Middle Georgia. Good afternoon, Macon. Good afternoon, Perry. Good afternoon, Fort Valley. Good afternoon, Warner Robins. You are tuned into the Glory 107.9 FM, and you definitely are on with Don. Current time is 1:15 in the afternoon. So that means it's time for our Money Monday segment with the Real Estate Granny. Hey, how are you?
Hi, I am well. How are you, Bishop?
Wonderful. Thanks for asking.
Yes, sir. And the Thanksgiving was wonderful.
It was. And yours?
It was. I'm detoxing.
Okay. Well, see, I know you're plant-based, so I wanted to make sure that I, ate as much for you as I could. And
hey, I tried to be a big girl and ate a few more carbs than I should have.
Okay, man.
And I'm feeling it today. It's like, oh my goodness, girl, you know better than that.
Right.
You know, when you get old, Bishop, you don't know anything about that.
I'll receive that.
When you get, oh, Bishop, this body can't. I was like, girl, your body can't handle all that stuff anymore.
I'll receive that. I'll
Yes,
receive.
sir. So it is Money Mondays. We're going into a new year, Bishop, and I just thank God for you and what you're doing out here for the listening viewers. And I just want to reiterate a few things as we go into the 2022 and as we're saving our money, right?
Mhm.
We're about to, go into a new year and invest what it is that we have saved along with you had mentioned it, our tax returns, right?
Right.
Yep, tax season. Yay. For those of us who get a return, let's save our money. Definitely, and we can use it towards the down payment and or closing cost for a home.
Right.
Now, if you are a business owner, don't file everything, right? We
Right.
want to save some income.
Right.
So let's say if you made 50 grand from your business,
Mhm.
you may not want to itemize everything and have a zero balance. You may want to save some of that money so that you can qualify for a
Right.
home.
Right.
So make sure that you do that as well. And another thing, FYI, a lot of times our accountant
Mhm.
may create a side business for us,
Okay.
thinking they're doing us a favor,
Mhm.
and it's not necessarily so.
Gotcha.
Right?
Mhm.
You got me? So a lot of times they say, well, we want to save you some money. It's like, yeah, I get that. But if you go ahead and create me a business this year
Mhm.
and I didn't have a business last year,
Right.
that's going to mess me up when it's time to purchase a home.
Okay.
Right?
Gotcha.
So if you're working at Target or if you're working, at Walmart, that's fine. Whether it's part-time or full-time, that's perfectly fine. You could use that income. You don't need any extra, So keep that in mind when you're filing your taxes for 2022. You
Okay.
want to stay consistent with what you filed for the previous year.
Okay.
So just remember that. And another thing I want you all to remember is FHA is the not down payment, but it's a government loan, federally housing authority. It's governed by HUD, which we know our boy is over HUD. The one who ran for president, I forget his name, with a wife named Candy. Yeah. So anyway, so down payments for FHA is 3.5%.
Okay.
So if you're buying a house for $200,000, you'll need 3.5% for the down payment. Now, closing costs are separate. These are costs these are fees that it costs to close a loan, and those can run you about 6%, right? So to buy a home for 2022, we're needing about, worst case scenario, about 9% of whatever your purchase price is.
Gotcha.
So we're looking for a $200,000 house. I just did it very simple. 12,800 for your closing costs and about 7,000 for your down payment. It's doable. Don't
Right.
let the numbers scare you. Don't self-doubt yourself. It's doable.
Right.
Call us. If you have 5,000, if you have 3,000, call us. We can definitely put you on the right path to home ownership.
Right.
So don't think that no amount is too small. It's not. This is just numbers I'm throwing out there so that you'll be aware when you do your budget, because I did put the budget on there. When you do your budget, make sure that you add these costs into your budget for 2022.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense, Bishop?
That makes perfect sense. So to reiterate, if your accountant is adding or creating another business for you so that you can save taxes, it's not a good idea if you are planning on purchasing a home. Now,
That's
I have a
right.
question for you in that, with a little caveat with that. If you then do have, like a steady income, say like your regular job, and they created an additional business, would that be a no as
That will
well?
still be a no, because let's say if it's a part-time, right? Side
Okay.
hustle,
Uh-huh.
you have to have 2 years
Okay. But
of
will it
part-time work.
say your income otherwise is strong enough as well? If they
Yes.
create it, will that
Yes.
still be a A no?
No, not if you're not dependent on it.
Okay. All right.
So let's say if you're working at Walmart,
Uh-huh.
right?
Gotcha.
And you want to keep all of your income because the more money you make,
Mm-hmm.
the better chance you have qualifying for the property.
Okay.
Now, what we can do, and I found like with a lot of my self-employed borrowers, if
Mm-hmm.
they in fact have did like a zero
Okay.
balance, we can go ahead and amend
Okay.
your taxes with the IRS.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
Now it may take a minute because the IRS and COVID and things of that nature.
Right.
However, taxes can be amended,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then the
Right.
IRS can set you up on a payment plan for that.
Okay.
So do keep that in mind because you're going to have to pay,
Mm-hmm.
if you want to buy a home. So if you made 50, you probably should want to calculate 50
Okay.
because it'll take an average of the 2 years worth of income.
Gotcha.
You got me? So
Mm-hmm.
whatever you did in 2021, let's say you may did 20 grand.
Mm-hmm.
2022, you may do 50. So they
Mm-hmm.
will average that, right? That's 70 over the 2 years. That'd be 35 a year.
Right.
And that may be enough for you to buy yourself a home,
Mm-hmm.
providing you don't have a lot of debt.
Gotcha.
You got me? Yes, sir. So there's ways around it. If you are self-employed and you are thinking about buying a home, express that to your accountant. Say,
Okay.
hey, I want to buy a house this year.
And
So
they'll
we're going to really, yes,
massage the numbers to make sure that they go properly.
yes,
So, you would suggest that we have an accountant, correct?
yes.
All right. So,
I
all
would
right.
suggest that's if you're self-employed.
Okay.
Now, if let's say you're working every day, you're making your money, you've been working full time, doing your job, going to your regular, H&R Block or whoever you use to file your taxes, that's fine,
Mhm.
But it's just when you're wanting to buy and you are self-employed, you do get a 1099, or
Okay.
you are that traveling nurse, or you are that truck driver,
Mhm.
you run your own business. That's when I would definitely kind of be mindful of that because we don't want them to mess you up when
Right.
it's time for you to move forward with your home purchase. And I've had that happen. Poor
Mhm.
fella, he thought his accountant was doing him justice.
Mhm.
And come to find out his accountant did not
Okay.
report enough income for him. And so
Mhm.
he was not able to buy because, tax season is over.
Right.
They work from January to April. It's
Mhm.
hard to find an accountant in May. In
True.
June,
Mhm.
there's somewhere parlaying,
Right.
waiting up for the new year to come. So it's hard to find an accountant during those times to
Mhm.
amend your tax returns.
Right.
So that's what I found kind of to be the trouble, or
Mhm.
they're busy,
Okay.
they can't amend, right?
Mhm.
So just keep those things in mind. If you're thinking about buying, you want to write everything off, change your mind,
Mhm.
contact us early. We can definitely help you amend those tax returns with the IRS.
Gotcha.
Yes.
All right. So we appreciate it.
Yes. Yes,
So,
sir. You're more than welcome. And thank you, Bishop. Thank
no.
you all. Hi.
All right, Real Estate Granny, we appreciate you and thank you for your contribution to our Money Monday.
Yes, sir. So I have a Bishop. So when are you going to report? Like, when are they? Because I'm like really excited about that.
We'll
You know,
start. Yeah, we'll start December. We'll start next week in December talking about the different things that we're going to do with the monies that's been saved. Because it's
awesome.
that time of year, and this is what we were saving for. So we're coming up on that time now.
Yeah, that is so awesome. I mean, I don't know, it's just awesome to me. You'd be amazed what
Right,
you can do, right?
right.
Our capabilities. It's amazing. So that's awesome, Bishop. Thank you. I'm
Thank
Shannon,
you.
the ATL Real Estate Granny, 470-991-1217.
Thank you so much, Real Estate
Yes,
Granny. We
sir.
appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. All right, the Real Estate Granny giving us some excellent advice. All right, so if you're self-employed, it is vital that you have an accountant so that if you plan on purchasing a home, they would know what to do with your numbers. So let's make sure that we keep that up and be abreast of what we have going on as it pertains to that. Special shout out to those that are on the live, to Pastor Pauline Vez and to Darlene Walker, to the First Lady Hype, and to your godbrother, your godson, your godnephew, Bertiz Z. Rosier. Thank you all so much for riding with us on our Money Monday segment. And so next week, we'll start talking about the different things that we can do with the monies that we have been saving since January. All right. The monies that we've been saving since January. We've been saving for such a time as this. So let's talk about what we're going to do with it. So this is your time to put your money aside. As you put your money aside, let's make sure you put it in the place that you said you would, either in your bank account, in your sock, under your mattress, wherever. Put that money aside. It's Money Monday. So let's do that. And starting next Monday, we'll start talking about what we're going to do with it. We're not going to spend. We're going to talk about what we're going to do with it, since we have some money now. Okay? Just some suggestions, not telling you what to do with it, but giving suggestions on what we can do with it, since you've taken the time to save it. Let's talk about what we're going to do with it from this point. All right. Now, don't forget, join me at 2:15 for the Tee-hee-hee with the First Lady of Hype, as she's going to bring that good information. She's also going to bring the funny, and she's going to give us a little known Black history fact. And if you're paying attention all week long, yes, on Friday, you'll have the opportunity to win lunch on WDDO if you remember the 4 Black history facts that she's given. All right. Got some more good gospel music coming up for you right after these messages. Keep it locked right here on the Glory 107.9 FM.
Hey everybody, this is Dottie Peoples. When I was hit by a tractor trailer on 285, I immediately called 1-800-INJURED, the Bethune Law Firm. And attorney Terrence Bethune said, "Don't worry, Dottie.